This is Alex Favela with Front Row Features and Pacific Rim Video. Today we are at the premiere of Finest Kind, a new original movie by Paramount Plus starring Jenna Ortega and Tommy Lee Jones. Check this out.
I got a proposition for you. I need you to take my boat out for a run.
Yeah, okay, Pop.
Tom.
I was wondering maybe you needed an extra deckhand. My brother, I'm curious.
Curious about what, Charlie?
About me. About you too, maybe.
I wrote it 32 years ago. So I directed it when I was 60, but the writer version of me who wrote it was 28. So it's very interesting that way.
Brian and I have been friends for 35 years, and a little over 20 years ago, he shared the script with me. I was moved after the first time I read it, and I said to him, you got to make this movie. And he and I were young in our careers, and we were doing things, and sometimes it's hard to align, but I stayed with it. I kept reminding him that it was an important movie for him to make at some point. And a couple of years ago, he called me and he said, all right, I'm ready, let's go.
This movie is so special because it's such a personal story to Brian. You know, New Bedford is where he grew up, and it's just being in that space and knowing that world, the world of fishermen, of generational fishermen. It's historically been a man's world, and I think that it takes a lot of strength and courage to permeate that and to live in that, you know, because Jenna's character, I can't speak for her, but she was born also and raised in this world. So I think there's an inherent toughness to the people of New Bedford. Their history is so rich, you know, their history are really of whalers that came from all over the world. And there's still those brave men, and there's still those fishermen. So I think it takes particular strength to go out into the sea and not know if you're going to come back. But it takes particular strength from the women of the families and the women that live with that, knowing that their people are going and they may never come back. So that means the women in this world have to be even stronger.
It has been particularly hard, I'm sure, for Brian Helgeland, who had this movie in the Toronto Film Festival. The gala was there, and the fact that the actors couldn't go and his supporters. Yeah, so this it's a vicarious thrill that he finally gets an audience that will really appreciate what he's done.
These fishermen, it's a tough life, but they're some of the funniest guys that you will ever meet anywhere. And I think you need that sense of humor to survive that kind of environment. Yeah, and I think we sort of adopted that ourselves, and everybody really got along. So you know, there was a lot of just a lot of levity on set, people having a good time and making light of it.
We shot the film on location, right, in New Bedford. So I think when you can, as you say, kind of step outside of the studio, then you get this authentic kind of feel for the film, and it allows the characters to really embed themselves into the individuals that they're playing.
I saw a cut of the movie. I'm really, really happy with it. I play Noonsy. He's one of the guys, one of the fishermen. It was a great experience. You know, I really enjoyed it.
I'm excited for the stars in the film. I mean, who doesn't love Jenna Ortega? I mean, she's a superstar. Tommy Lee, classic. Ben Foster. I mean, he's in everything right now. So I'm actually just excited to see some really good acting.
And there you guys have it. Make sure you check out the new film Finest Kind on Paramount Plus. This has been Alex Favela for Front Row Features and Pacific Rim Videos. Make sure you check us out.